What is up, everybody? Kevin Zeno here, back with another video for the Wrestling Voice. I want to thank everyone who's been watching. I think the 3 out of the 4 videos I got up on the channel already are over 100 views. So I had to drop another video, especially talking about the John Cena and Cody Rhodes, finally the promo where they went at each other. Who won? Did John Cena bury Cody Rhodes like a lot of people expected? Did Cody Rhodes bury John Cena? Let's talk about it. So, to start off the show in London, the final show of the European tour, we get John Cena, who comes out even before, because we know when he's coming out, right? They kind of announce what's going to go on Raw, and then there's nothing there, and then automatically the fans start going, let's go Cena, Cena sucks. And automatically, as soon as his song hits, boom, the crowd starts booing, and everybody starts going, John Cena sucks, to the rhythm of his song. He comes out, grabs the microphone, and kind of pans it to the fans, and automatically we get the Cody Rhodes song, and out comes Cody Rhodes. And of course, the people in London, England, let Cody hear how much they love him by singing to his theme song. And then Cody Rhodes grabs the microphone and says, we've heard you talk long enough, John Cena. I'm gonna do your job. He grabs the microphone, right, with the microphone in his hand, and basically says, listen, what are you gonna do, Cena? He kind of takes the Eminem 8 Mile approach, right? He basically throws everything at John Cena, basically saying, what are you gonna tell me about myself that these fans don't already know, right? Are you gonna come out and call me Stardust? Are you gonna make fun of my list because it's hard for me to say words that have the S, right? Are you gonna say that I was booted out of the company that I helped build in this and that? Now, before I talk about the 5 key things that were said, I want to talk about Cody's approach, right? He kind of comes out and he's pissed off, and he's, because it's gotten to the point in this where before, in the previous 2 weeks, when Cody Rhodes comes out, Cena looks at him, but he hasn't said anything. And it got to the point where people were saying, oh, they're protecting Cody Rhodes. The WWE is protecting Cody. They don't want John Cena to come out and bury him, right? But then John Cena, when he grabs the microphone, he talks about saying, I don't bury, saying, I bury talent, right? Or no, he says, oh, I don't bury talent, I am talent. I bury mediocrity. And it gets interesting when John Cena says that, because in a way he is right. Because if you look at the people that he technically buried, Solo, what has Solo really benefited? Same thing with Austin Theory. What was the benefit out of the match that he had with John Cena? Nothing really. And when you go back to one of the most famous ones that he buried somebody was Roman, right? We have, 2015, 2016, when he goes at Roman in a promo, and Roman is just kind of there just like, oh, what is really going on, right? But when you look at what John Cena said, right, let's talk about the main things that John Cena said. One of the big things that he said, I make empires for billionaires. All you've ever done is steal money from their kids. At this point in the promo, John Cena is referencing, of course, AEW. Talking about, the billionaire being Tony Khan's dad, and him saying, yo, I helped build this empire for Vincent Kennedy McMahon, who's no longer there. But before that, you get Cody Rhodes saying, you were the chosen one, John, but who chose me? The fans. They did, right? After winning back-to-back Royal Rumbles, when they had The Rock come out, and it kind of got to the point where, it looks like it didn't matter that Cody won the Rumble because The Rock is taking that spot. What happened? Fans all over Twitter, hashtag we want Cody. And that's when they changed the main event. And that's when The Rock said, okay, we can have fun with this. And that's when we got the final boss. But we got to remember something, people. This is where I want to talk about this line. Cody, yes, you were chosen by fans. But let's not forget who, which you've talked about, who flew out to your home, Vince McMahon. He flew out to your home. Him and Bruce Pritchard, right? The story goes, he flew out to him because they saw what Cody became, right? They saw what Cody became. They saw how he helped build the AEW competition, whether you want competition or not, whatever it is that you feel about AEW. But they flew out to see him basically with a blank check saying, hey, what is it going to take to bring you here? And you, whatever price you gave them your price, but you said, I'm coming to the WWE as Cody Rhodes, as the American Nightmare, with the gear, with the theme song, all of it. You got to take this with you to WWE. And Vince McMahon said yes. Boom. Signed, sealed, delivered. WrestleMania 38. He returned. And not only this, Cody returned against who? Seth Rollins. And not only that, returned at WrestleMania against Seth Rollins and beat Seth Rollins right before Triple H took complete control. So we can't say, Cody, you can't 100% say that you weren't also chosen by Vince McMahon. Maybe not the first go around, but you were chosen the second time, right? And then you said, oh, Cena was chosen. Let's not forget when John Cena, the prototype, debuted in the WWE, he was almost on his way out before the Doctor of Thugonomics gimmick was created. And, well, not created, but, yeah, in a way created and shown to the public, right? He's even talked about it, saying he was almost on his way out of the company. Stephanie McMahon heard him freestyling and basically said, hey, can you do that on live television? And that's when the Doctor of Thugonomics, that's when they really put the strap to his back and was able to go. So in reality, they both have the same story in a way. Cody had to leave, had to show Vince that he is bigger than Stardust and all that other gimmick stuff that they made him be, and came back and was chosen, right? It was Vince that went out, signed him with everything that we see right now with the American Nightmare. It wasn't Triple H. And yes, once John Cena got over as the Doctor of Thugonomics, put the strap on him, Super Cena, all of this stuff. So let's not forget about that. And then another one that stood out was when John Cena said, it's not where your tattoo is at, Cody. It's where your tattoo, it's what your tattoo is that exposes you to the world for what you are. Common fan like them. I felt like this was a reference to Dusty Rhodes, Cody's dad, right? What's in his song? American Dream. And then it has a whole thing, you know, it has American Dream. And then it kind of goes into his whole theme song for Dusty was the common man, right? His whole thing was he was the common man. So in a way, I don't know if you guys might have not felt that reference, but hopefully you do now when you hear me talk about it and him saying that, calling him a common fan. Basically, kind of punching at him and his dad, saying, hey, you're kind of trying to be like your father. Another one, right? Well, yeah, like I talked about, he says, I got booed. When Cody Rhodes says, I got booed in a company I created. So this one is interesting because, look, I don't understand what happened there, right? I don't really watch AEW. I'll watch highlights, this and that. I listen to other podcasters. Somebody that I really like listening to is JD from NY206 and Steven Larson from Going in Raw. I kind of listen to them talk about AEW. That's not me. I'm sorry. I was a big fan when they first started, but they just lost me over time. But I never really understood why he was booed. I don't. Like, think about it. He's one of the founders, creators to help get AEW off the ground, and for him to get booed out, so that was one of the ones that stuck out. Another one that stuck out to me, quote-wise, was saying, I am a wrestler like my father before me. This kind of gave me Cody Rhodes referencing Star Wars, since we know Cody is a big Star Wars fan, because in Return of the Jedi, you get where Luke Skywalker stated that he is a Jedi like his father before him. So, of course, that is a reference to not only Star Wars, but to his dad, Dusty Rhodes. And then, going back to the whole chosen thing, right? When he says, maybe I was chosen, but you know who chose me? They chose me, the fans. Can you say that the same John Cena? Or was it the guy in an office who chose you, who's not here anymore, and we don't talk about it? Now, this is an interesting one, because when it comes down to it, right? Like I said, we already talked about, can't forget who Cody was chosen by. In a way, yes, the first go around, it didn't work, but in the second go around, it worked, right? You were able to, you got yourself over in the Indies, you got yourself over in New Japan, and everywhere he was able to get himself over. Sorry, hold up. I was trying to find something on here. And then, right, so in a way, like I said, Cody, you were chosen by Vince on the second go-around too. And then, the quote that stood out to me that was a little bit interesting was when Cody Rhodes told Cena, "You're still my hero, John." That one was, I could have done without that. I'm going to be serious. We don't want that, Cody. Like, I'm all for everything that was said here, which I'll break down a little bit more, but we don't want that. Because think about it. Before this, you had John Cena telling him, hey, you stole my blueprint. Everything I was, you're trying to be. And he says, you're nothing like me. He says, you're nothing but a lazy gimmick. Take away the song and the fans singing, what is it? What are you? And saying that he's too polished, saying that he's all his favorite TV shows, and he cuts from everything like that. Like I said, it goes back to that Star Wars reference and stuff like that. And he's basically saying that he's just tired of Cody trying to be like him. Like, he's gonna win that championship. Now, this is when it got interesting. When he said, I'm gonna win that championship and I'm gonna go home, the fans chanted like crazy. Because before that, he said, after I win, he's saying, hey, you can go to WWE Fanatics, go buy one of the toy replica belts and be their champion. But I'm going to win that championship and I'm going to go home. And that was the only time that that John Cena, there was a huge reaction and the fans were cheering. And this was interesting to me because why are the fans cheering? Right? In a way, because me as a fan, I don't want to see that belt go away. But I talked about it last week. I don't think he's gonna, if he wins it, I don't know if it's over, he retires, and that's it. I think, right, one of the things he talked about was, hey, they hated, you guys, you fans hated the spinner belt. I was one of them. I wasn't a big fan of the spinner belt. Would it be awesome to see that the current title disappear and he brings back a modern version of the spinner belt just to get more heat on himself? That would be awesome. Now, who do I feel won this battle, right? Because you finished off with one of the big ones saying, hey, John, right after they go at each other, John Cena's about to walk out, and Cody says, John, I'm going to say one more thing. At least these fans never told me you can't wrestle. Because that was a big one. a long time ago. I haven't really watched everything, but I do remember there was clips, there was times during Cena's matches saying, "You can't wrestle." And the fans in London, England started chanting, "You can't wrestle." Because a lot of people say what? When it comes to Cena, Cena kind of was like Hulk Hogan in the sense that they thought that he was there to do nothing but bury talent. But we can't forget, it was considered the dark age of the WWE. You had Super Cena. Cena was beating everybody, and when he would lose the title, he would win it right back. I remember one of my favorite guys, Rey Mysterio, won the title. What was it? Right after John Cena, boom, challenged him and beat, and just got the title right off of him. I was like, well, bro, that was a waste of putting the belt on Rey Mysterio. But we can't forget a couple things, right? There's a couple things that I want to talk about when it came to this, right? And then so he told him, "You can't wrestle." Cena got in, took a swing. Cody Rhodes got him, boom, hit him with the crossroads, and Cody Rhodes was left standing tall. John Cena sold it like he was dead. Just saying, great sell by John Cena. But this is where I want to talk about who buried who. I don't think anybody buried anybody. I think it was a fair draw. Heck, you could say Cody won because he was left standing. But it goes back to what I said in the previous video. This was the last scheduled appearance of John Cena. Scheduled appearance. Now, John Cena said, hey, there's still a lot of more unpredictability on the way. He did an interview. Forgot where he did the interview, but he just talked about it a couple days ago. So, I believe it's kind of hinting at, hey, we're going to get John Cena to make a surprise return and attack Cody Rhodes. Because this cannot be the last picture we get before WrestleMania. I don't want to see Cody Rhodes try to sell this match by himself in these last 20-something days that we got leading up to WrestleMania. I don't want to see that. I honestly don't. I want to see I want to see John Cena come back and attack him. Right? Kind of do something like what The Rock did to Cody leading up to WrestleMania 40 last year. But then again, but to add on, I also want to see The Rock. Because again, we still don't know why, right? You did have Cody say, you're the one that sold your soul to The Rock. And that was the only reference we've gotten really when it comes to The Rock. Now that they're going to be back on U.S. soil, can we get The Rock come out and cut a promo and say, hey, this is why John Cena decided to sell his soul and join the Hollywood connection? I don't know if that's what they're going to call it. That's what they should call it. That's just me. And a lot of people have been saying that on the IWC. Again, we need more. You finally gave us a physical interaction. You finally gave us a head-to-head promo. Now add on to that. Have John Cena. Have John Cena, I would have Cena come back and hit an F5 unsurprisingly. And then the following week, then you can have Cena and The Rock show up and beat up on Cody Rhodes and cut more promos on a Cody Rhodes that is just laying down on the floor, bleeding, bloody, whatever the case may be. But you gotta build and keep striking. The pot is hot. Keep going. Keep striking while it's hot. This cannot be the last time we see John Cena. Because if we don't get The Rock and we don't see Cena anymore, then why should Cena even win? I understand he turned heel. We got the promos. But bro, Cena needs to be there in these next couple weeks to help build this match. Attack Cody. Get revenge. Cut more promos. Get The Rock involved and keep building this to make it a bigger main event. Because as of right now, was it awesome that we got this interaction? Yes. But it's not topping what The Rock did when he beat up Cody Rhodes, got him bloody out in front of his bus in the rain. Nothing has topped that yet. And I know there is a certain genius level to the final boss and that build-up, But we all know that buildup was more, a lot of us said, hey, it should have been Cody versus The Rock at the main event. Roman was kind of turning into the side, he was turning into the third wheel. So that's what I feel like we need to get out of this. We need to get more Cena. We need to get The Rock involved. We need to understand why these guys are connected. Why did Cena sell his soul? And when it comes to Cody did an excellent job, but we need more. Otherwise, why are we going to put the belt on John Cena? If this is all we see of Cena, if we don't see The Rock, I honestly believe then don't put the title on a heel Cena. I'm sorry, but we need that John Cena payback. We need to see The Rock, and we need to understand more of why these guys are connected. We understand now the why of why he did it, because Cody stole he stole the blueprint. He's trying to be like John Cena and all this stuff. But there's more stuff that could have been said, right? It could have been said, John Cena could have been like, you do everything that I used to do, more in the sense, and break down more into that. Saying, you're doing the dark matches after, you're coming around, you're kissing babies, you're shaking hands, you're doing everything that I used to do, and I'm sick and tired of it that the WWE just gave you, the keys, and he talked about the keys to the kingdom and all this stuff. When you left, I never left, and there was a part where he said, hey, all the trash that they gave me, I turned it into something. Okay, Super Cena. But, and I get it, it's all part of the heel stuff, and it's working great, but we need more. And I want them to not have him announced or scheduled, but so like that when he shows up, it erupts. Like that when he shows up, it breaks the internet, and the videos are going to do views all over social media because people are going to want to see, oh, dude, Cody Rhodes just got attacked by John Cena. Oh, The Rock just came out and cut this promo when they weren't announced, because that's going to keep building this main event to where WWE wants it to be and where us fans can see it become when it comes down to WrestleMania Night 2. So, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down, let me know what are your thoughts and your opinions. Who do you think won the promo battle? Who do you think is going to walk out of WrestleMania as the champion? Do you guys want to see more Cena? Do you guys want to finally see The Rock, since we haven't seen him since Elimination Chamber? What are your guys' thoughts and opinions? What should the WWE add to this build-up? Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.